Well, this is a really weird way to start a video, but we just rescued and saved an owl's life.
Which is so cool. I know. Like, amazing.
That's so weird. I went for a hike, which we've been trying together to do more hikes as a family. This hike, I just went by myself. And as I was coming back, there was an owl laying in the middle of the path. He actually flapped his wings huge and scared the living daylights out of me. Do people still say that? Living daylights?
You say it. It's okay. You say it.
So he had a huge gash on his forehead that was bleeding, and flies and maggots were laying. I guess flies lay maggots? Is that how it works?
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're the...
I'm not a biologist. So I went to a falconry nearby, which had a vet. I showed them videos and pictures. The vet was like, this owl is not going to survive the night. We need to intervene. But there's laws about this. So like, we're not allowed to intervene, which is interesting. So she was calling government authorities, the Comuna Montana. They were giving her this whole runaround of, I actually need to call this number. And then that person said, no, you need to call this number. And then that person circled all the way back to the first number, and they're just playing the blame game, and they're like, oh, we'll come out next week and look for it, and she's like, no, like, he's not going to survive the night, which is, I don't know, just frustrating Italian bureaucracy there. So she got really mad and said, no, we're going to go and intervene and save this owl's life. And they eventually were like, okay, fine, you can, and like gave us permission. We found an expert from across the valley who actually, you have how many, 50 birds of prey? 40 birds of prey. And they're gonna come out and help us rescue this owl, get him healed up with some antibiotics, nurtured back to health and released back to the wild. All right, so last I left him, he was right over here. So somehow he managed to get up there, which is a good sign. Oh, look at him fly.
Whoa, he can fly.
Barely, he can barely fly.
How are we gonna get him now? We gotta scare him so he comes over here.
There's the parents flying towards him. So he grabbed on, I don't know if you can see, but he's up there and he's angry at us. But he's barely hanging on, and he needs to get help. Yeah. All right. He caught himself on this little branch that barely held his own weight, and he was hanging upside down like a defeated bat.
Oh, poor
and
guy.
he just gave up. And he's like, fine, like, just come get me. And he was just hanging there so mad. And the guy that was helping me from the falconry, he was laughing so hard because his face just looked like this angry little owl, like, okay, fine, I give up.
I give up. Poor guy.
I can shake him off and he'll fall, but that's not going to be very good.
I'm going to try.
Okay, here we go. Coming down. Coming down. Oh, nice.
I got him.
Good work. I don't see anybody swooping.
No.
I'm okay. Is it bad?
There's a lot of fly eggs on the head.
I don't think he's going to survive the night unless he gets antibiotics.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of eggs between the eyes.
Yeah. Anyways, long story short, we rescued him, got him back to the vet, patched him all up. Yep. He's rehabilitating.
We got to name him.
They asked us what we wanted to name him. The kids chose Hedwig.
Of course, they chose Hedwig.
Naturally.
And he kind of looks like Hedwig, so it works. It fits.
Yep. And currently he's living his best life, just maybe a 15-minute drive from us as he gets rehabilitated before he gets released back to the wild.
It has been a long time since we have just sat down and answered some of the most common questions, so we thought today would be a great day to do that.
There's a lot of really good stuff that we're talking about today. We're finally coming clean on a lot. We cannot talk about this. I should not say this because it's going to destroy my reputation. I will get so much hate if I say this publicly. What is happening with Italy, Costa Rica, all of that?
Does anyone ever really have their life together? That's the question I want to ask.
The only constant in life is change. I think that's
right.
the important thing. The only constant in life is change.
We're good at change. We are good.
We've
so in that way,
change,
in that way, we're very, we have it together. We know how to change.
But this summer, we're spending the entire summer in Italy, and then the kids are going to be starting school in Costa Rica. So just before the school year starts, we'll get to Costa Rica, and we'll share the entire transition with you guys. Really, really excited. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes in preparation for that. This is not a, what do you call it, willy-nilly, like
flippant
kind
of just
thing.
We're not just letting the wind blow us where we please.
We have poured a lot of energy into this. We've gone to Costa Rica 3 times now, interviewing construction crews, looking at properties to purchase, land to buy, interviewing the school.
Yeah.
The school in particular, do you want to talk about the school?
Yeah, so people actually moved to this area of Costa Rica specifically for this school because it's so good. It's a bilingual school. It is amazing. We are so excited. This is going to be really the best gift that we can give to our girls to be able to go to a school like this. So that is actually one of the main reasons that drew us to the area. We also love the beach and the sunshine, and there's mountains there and all of these things. There's a lot to love about this area, but the school is really a main thing for us.
As a result of that, what is happening with the Stone House here in Italy? Well, the Stone House will always be our home, even though for the foreseeable future during the school years, Costa Rica will be our primary home. This is still going to be always a part of our story. We're going to be coming back here frequently. As you can see, it's not yet finished. A stone house like this is a
lifelong project.
We'll just admit to a lifelong project. We're getting close though.
Yeah.
There's still frustrating things with the bureaucracy that we're dealing with. We're like on the finish line.
We're so close.
So close, and then the bureaucracy is saying, hey, you need to wait another 9 months to file paperwork for stupid little things, and so that means we'll be back here next summer working on it again to finish it up. But long term, we do want to not just use this for our family. It'll always be in our family. We'll never sell this property. But we also want to share it with you guys, to be able to host group trips here. It's been, I think 2 years since we did our first
I think 3 years. It was
trip.
Really soon after we even moved to Italy.
We would love to do more of those.
Yeah.
We met some lifelong friends on that trip. Friends that we flew to Australia recently to visit. Friends that we're trying to convince to move to Costa Rica with us. And I just love that group dynamic of hosting people. So that is my long-term goal. That's why we built such a huge pergola, so that we can have a massive table and host 20, 25 people at a time and show them around this area. Where the stone house sits is in such a perfect area to travel and visit the rest of Italy. Which leads me to another question of, what is it like living someplace so remote?
Well, the reality is that we are actually not remote here. I mean, the beauty of this location is that it feels very remote, but we're 5 minutes from a grocery store. We're 45 minutes from one of the biggest malls in Europe. Like, there's English movies that play at the movie theater. Like, we are not that remote.
We're a short drive from Lake Como. It's about a 2-hour train ride to Venice, a 2-hour train ride to Rome.
The Bergamo airport is
the cheapest,
the best airport in all of Europe to travel throughout Europe. So we're really, really well connected here. It's one of the most amazing things about this location.
You can fly to almost every country in Europe starting at $15, $20 a lot of times if you're playing in advance, or last minute for $50. Actually, we just flew to Prague last minute for, I think it was $45 each. The kids got to go to their first concert ever.
It was so fun. It was like core memories for me. I mean, I love music, and to be able to share that with them in Prague was very, very cool.
Actually, that's funny because the artist that they wanted to go see in concert was coming to Bergamo, which is 40 minutes from where we are. But it was actually cheaper to fly to Prague and see the artist in Prague. And that's just the beauty of living in this area, so close to the literally the cheapest airport in the world. Anyways, I got off track there, but if you're interested at all in a group travel trip, we haven't actually made any plans. I know that people are interested in that, have been asking us for that.
Maybe next summer. You're like, don't say that. Don't make any promises.
No, that was originally my plan, but I wanted things to be finished up.
I guess that's true.
We could still do it. There's actually an amazing spa resort. Literally, like, you can see it from where we're sitting
hiked to
right
it,
now. Yeah,
which was fun.
That was fun. Amazing food, a great resort. They have 35 rooms. We could host there and then come here for dinners, do cooking experiences, travel from here. If you're interested in that at all, I'll see if I can whip up an email sign up list, or maybe leave us feedback for what you would want that trip to look like.
That would be fun.
Would you recommend anyone follow in your footsteps and renovate a house like this?
No.
Absolutely not. No.
No. Most of the things that we've done, I wouldn't recommend people do it, to be completely honest. But
we get DMs and emails all the time of like, hey, should I do this same thing, or I'm considering it, and I always try to like dive into the complexities of it. And I should add a huge caveat:
follow your dreams.
Follow
if you have
your
your
dreams,
dream to live in Italy and do exactly what we're doing, do it.
Okay, let's clarify. It has nothing to do with Italy. Italy is a beautiful place with amazing people.
Yes.
It is an incredible place, particularly in your adult years. Unbelievable place. It's specifically what I recommend buying an old barn and converting it into a house. No. It is the bureaucracy and what we've had to go through is it's awful.
And mainly that has come from the conversion. Like if this would have been classified as a residence from the beginning, it would have been a lot easier road. But we had to change the classification, and that is where the problems came.
That's the primary issue. If you're doing cosmetic work, things like that, sure, go ahead and do that. That's fine. If I could talk about everything we've gone through, you wouldn't believe us. I really shouldn't talk about it because there's still a few permissions that we're seeking. Yeah. But the reality is it's not the people. No. Like there's no person in the municipality that has it out for us or anything like that. It's just the system is so broken here. For example, one of the things that we had to go through was when we decided to convert this from a barn to a house, we had to sign an agreement with the municipality saying that we were going to protect something on the land. Why we had to do this, I'm still a little bit confused, but there was something about the land that kind of insinuated that maybe there was a special species of plant here or something like that, which there's nothing, it's just grass. So we literally had to hire an agronomer, which cost several $1,000s, to draw up a 12-page contract saying that we were going to protect the grass and that we were going to cut the grass and then remove the clippings away from the property, which then we had to go back and argue, no, we're not going to remove the clippings. We're going to let them...
We're going to leave the clippings.
It's better for the grass to leave the clippings. So there was this whole argument over that. And then this contract had to go in front of a notary, which a notary in Italy is basically one step removed from a judge. Had to be signed basically in front of a judge, along with the mayor's signature and all of this other crazy stuff that I'm probably getting these details wrong. And then as a part of that, they calculated the total cubic meters of the volume of the house multiplied by the number of people living in it. And that was the amount of money that we had to put towards building a road. So then at the end of all of this, we're like, okay,
let's build the road.
We'll build the road. Can we have permission to build the road?
No.
No, you can't. Well, but it's required. You're the ones requiring us to build the road.
We're paying for the road.
Why can't we build the road? Well, because we're worried about rain and water and like it not absorbing into the ground, which it doesn't absorb into the ground anyways because it's a mountain.
Yeah. It's been a bit crazy, you know? Our whole journey here has been a bit crazy.
But most of the battles has been us trying to battle and protect history. Yeah. Like they wanted us to destroy windows, which usually you're not even allowed to touch them. They're like, open up this window and make a door.
Yeah.
Like, no, like that's like it'll destroy the history of the house.
To close up the fireplace, that was the big one.
They wanted us to brick over the entire fireplace. No. The engineer said that we had to cover the entire house inside and outside with concrete and turn it into a concrete house. No. So it's been a never-ending battle. And I think it's honestly safe to say that I have spent more time over the last few years battling the bureaucracy and the paperwork and in meetings, fighting against all of this than I actually have spent time building the house, which is really sad.
It is sad. All right, so let's move on to something a little bit more positive. What are summers like in Italy? Magical. I'll just say incredible. The best place to spend a summer is Italy, for sure.
What have we been doing this summer?
We've been trying to do a lot of hiking. That's been kind of our big thing this summer. As a family, we've been doing some more challenging hikes, and it's been really, really fun. The best thing to do is get up in the morning, go hike to Refugio, have lunch, and then come back and...
The Refugio culture is incredible. We've shown a little bit of that. We did a day hike with the family, stayed and slept under the stars, ate at the Refugio. Yeah. I went one time to the mountain close by here and kind of filmed all of that. I don't know if you guys enjoy watching that. We enjoy going on those trips. Like the Refugio culture, the hiking culture here It's the best thing I've ever experienced. It's the reason why I just love this part of Italy so much. All right, I'll answer this one because it's my fault. Why haven't the kitchen cabinets been finished?
I'm wondering the same thing.
It's because I don't like finishing projects. And yeah, the problem is the crew we also have doesn't like finishing projects either. So we've got lots of 95% finished projects.
Yes.
Actually, I think I inherited that from my dad. He was a cabinetry builder, a home builder, all basically everything.
Yes, everything.
And I think when he built the cabinets for my parents' kitchen, their own kitchen, I think they went unfinished for about 10 years of no cabinet drawers or cabinet doors and drawers. Yep. So, I mean, it's been what, a year?
Yeah.
Has it been a year now?
Yeah, it's been a year.
Okay, so in 9 years, it'll be finished.
Okay. It's fine. It really is fine. I mean,
no,
you don't need to close the doors. It's just a little messy looking.
It's easier. You have easier access to everything.
Right.
No, we're going to finish it. That's a high priority this summer, except we just ran out of walnuts.
Yeah, so we have to go get some more walnut, and then we'll be able to finish the cabinets.
All right, this one's for you. Whatever happened to the travel channel?
That's a good question. We actually are getting ready to go film another travel video. Tomorrow, I think? And so another one will be coming out. We did film over Christmas, but life just kind of came crashing down for us. Some unforeseen situations popped up, and it just we never edited it, and it was Christmas. So,
just life
it just got in the way. Yeah. So that didn't get released, but we are going to be out filming within the next few days, and hopefully soon we'll have a new travel Saturday.
July 20th.
Okay.
Yeah. So check that out on the travel channel. So where's the crew? Where's Alessio and Carlo? I miss working with Alessio and Carlo. So they are very busy this time of year. It's hard to get some of their time. They're hopefully going to be joining us over the next couple of weeks. I love working with the team. We have the best team ever.
For sure.
And that's actually a big reason why, there's a lot of reasons why building in Ohio did not work out. We talked about a lot of them. One thing for me personally was it came to the fact that I would have to build the entire house by myself because building in America is so
Very
expensive. And it was just like, I was looking at everything like, we're going to be swimming in debt and I have to do all of this by myself. And I miss the camaraderie. And building in Costa Rica, we can have a team for the same cost as me just buying materials and building in the United States. And I love the idea of working with a large team, learning from them. That's the most important thing for me. Everything that I've learned throughout this process has been completely priceless to me. I can't stress that enough. Learning from professionals is just absolute gold for me. The stonework that I've learned here, some of the woodworking, the concrete work, I'm really looking forward to the Costa Rican way of doing things. When we were there kind of doing our due diligence, if you were, I got to go and visit some construction crews and see how they work. And I just wanted to jump right in there and start mixing concrete with them and really looking forward to that. But that's going to be really core for me because you learn the language so well working with them, you learn their culture so well, you find local friends, but then also you learn the skill set, and that for me is just priceless.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because when we think about the reasons that we love to travel, it's like we love to travel so that we can experience different people's way of doing different things. And I think that's really compounded when you're building in another culture because everyone does things differently. Everyone has their own unique ways of building. And it's really cool to see that all come out in different cultures. And I think that's what makes it so exciting.
How did you learn Italian? How did you speak Italian so well? Well, here's the funny thing.
Is it Italian?
I'm not even sure what I'm speaking is Italian or if it's something else, to be honest. This is a funny story. People make fun of us for seemingly jumping into things without researching things and all of that. We try, I mean, everything in life...
Historically, we have done that, but it's okay.
Everything in life requires a little bit of naivete and optimism. And the one thing we did not realize truthfully until after we moved here is that the construction workers don't speak Italian. They do. They do. But they prefer to speak Bergamascan, which is a dialect. But it's not a dialect. It's an entirely
new language. Yeah.
It does not even resemble Italian or a Latin-based structured language at all. It's
It's very odd.
The most bizarre language I've ever heard. And Italians will agree with me because I've talked to other Italians from other regions, and they all say, why did you choose to live in Bergamo? We can't understand anything they say.
Brady speaks construction worker Italian, is what we'll call it.
Yeah,
right?
I know all the good words. No, they're kind enough that they speak Italian around me because that I can learn. But
when they want to talk behind your back, they'll talk in Bergamascan.
Switch to Bergamascan because it's an indecipherable language. It is the weirdest language I've ever heard.
It's so funny.
Did you have any construction experience prior to working on this house? Certainly not with stone and concrete. That's for sure.
I actually was professional. No, just kidding. Brady grew up. I know his dad's been on the channel. I think we've talked about it before. Brady grew up learning from his dad, who is a home builder.
Yeah, but the fact that one of our first jobs here was underpinning the foundation of the stonework, that's idiotic.
Very different thing.
That was pure desperation.
Yeah.
Because we got quotes to do that, and I think it was like $30,000.
Everyone was afraid to do it.
Correct. Nobody wanted to do it because it was dangerous. Like, the house could fall down. And it was pure desperation. It was this burn the ships moment of like, oh, well, we're stuck. Yeah. Either we're broke and dead in the water, or we have to get through this. So I with YouTube, I learned how to do underpinning, and we took it slow, and it was a long process, but eventually we got through it. And we're able to move on to the next step.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was touch and go there for a while, that's for sure. What's the funniest thing about working with the team here in Italy? It's got to be the tape measure situation. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. And honestly, let me preface this by saying we love our team.
Yes,
Alessio, Carlo,
100%.
everyone that they bring is unbelievable. Like, I will never say a bad thing about them. I will, however, tease them.
It's love. It's in love.
The tape measure situation is hilarious. They refuse to use what they call an American tape measure, which is a traditional tape measure. Actually, that's not true. Theirs is the traditional tape measure.
Right, the old-fashioned one.
The folding out ruler.
Yeah.
The problem is that this fold-out ruler is only 2 meters, which is 6 feet. But if you need to measure something that's 2 meters and 10 centimeters, you have to use 2 of them. The funny thing, though, is that the second tape measure that they use is usually the American tape measure. So they'll have this
with the little
zigzag ruler, and then they'll add the thing there, and they'll add it together, or they'll mark it on a wall of like it made this far, and then they'll use the ruler to go the rest of the way. And it's the most inefficient way of doing things.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly like, hey, would you like to use this? Like, here you go. And they refuse out of pride.
I think we finally got Carlo to do it.
Carlo,
yes. We got him on board.
Yep. But especially the older guys, they refuse to use it. And in fact, if we're working on something that's consistently over 2 meters, they'll be like, why don't you do that job? Because you can use the American tape measure.
I love it. All right. Any injuries from working?
Yes.
Yes.
So many. That is just the part of working. It's just a part of life. We do everything to prevent that, but no, not everything.
No.
We work too hard. The biggest one was the stone retaining wall and the fireplace. That literally, we calculated, was over 100 tons of material moved by hand without any machinery at all. Splitting the stone by hand. Each stone had to be moved 3 times on average. So that's 100 tons moved 3 times. That, and in the process, I think we calculated mixing like the equivalent of 3 concrete trucks worth of concrete all by hand. It was the most idiotic undertaking ever. And we did it all in 11 days. That should not be humanly possible. No. And yes, I still have lower back injuries as a result of that. I need to do more physical therapy. I will get back to it. It'll be fine. But like,
that was insane. The girls and I were actually back in Ohio when Brady came and built that wall. And I remember you calling me and being like, I feel like I know what the guys felt like when they were building the pyramids in Egypt, because it was just like brutal.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't even compare to that.
No,
but
it
like,
doesn't, of
you
course.
don't realize what the human body is capable of. Like, I went to this concrete convention, which is so silly. But you try to learn about things, and there was an opportunity to learn about concrete.
We love concrete.
Yeah. And I was talking to all of the professionals there, and they wanted to know about my experience. So I showed them pictures of the wall and told them it took 11 days to build it. And they're like, no, you're lying. that's not possible. That's 3 to 6 months minimum. And I was like, well, I've got timestamps.
Yeah.
I'm like scrolling through and they're like, no, you're lying. They're like, that's impossible. Like, I don't know, that was kind of affirming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the most idiotic thing
was
that
crazy.
we undertook. How do you find the motivation to work so hard? I don't. All you see is what we put on camera. I'm either completely on or completely off. I can be super lazy. For example, this week.
Yeah, but you also work harder than probably anyone I've ever met in my life, just to be fair. You do take time off and you do rest, but you do work too hard.
But I'm like all the way on or all the way off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Are we having more kids?
No,
No.
we're good.
Snip, snip.
We're good.
Not possible. Not happening. In fact, what did I say after Chloe was born? Like immediately after Chloe was born.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I
Good.
was recovering from childbirth.
That means you forgave me. Or you forgot. Should I say it?
I don't know what it is.
I should not say this because it's going to destroy my reputation.
Oh, goodness.
Immediately after Chloe was born, I said, yeah, I'm not doing that again.
You're not doing that again. Like, I did all the work. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about I saw too much. It was a scarring experience.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm not the only one that thinks that. There is not like.
Oh, you poor men really have to go through so much when your wife gives birth
Yeah.
to your child.
Childbirth is the most unnatural thing.
It's not. It is beautiful. It's the way that God created life. It's beautiful.
It's also scarring.
You could have stayed up at the top, you know? You didn't have to watch all the details. I actually gave birth to Alexa completely unmedicated. So like that's a very
That's a
big deal that I should be very proud of.
How are you guys doing personally?
Yeah, really, really good.
Really good.
Since coming back to Italy, I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off of our shoulders. We're just excited to move forward, and yeah, I think we're doing really, really good.
Are you learning Spanish preparing for Costa Rica?
Yes. Well, the girls and I are. The girls are taking private lessons, learning Spanish. I am not as dedicated as they are, but I'm still working on it. And he is not. But he's working on finishing up the things in Italian, where I don't know any Italian. I'm terrible at Italian. That was my biggest failure.
And I'll learn
for
with a job
Italy.
site.
He will learn.
Yeah, I'll learn with crews. That's the way that I learn.
My goal is for me and the girls is to get us set up to where we can be the main Spanish speakers of the family. Since you have really led in Italian, I'm going to lead in Spanish. That's my goal.
And like I said, I learned best on the job site with the team. I remember the very first day of working with the Italian crews, I had to Google, how do I say can I?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to just like insert myself. I remember that was so awkward because they were tying rebar in the first day. And I didn't know how to tie rebar. I'd never tied rebar in my life. So I picked up this weird tool that I had never seen before and I said, posso, like can I? I just kind of inserted myself. And then slowly, day by day, I just learned hopefully Italian words.
Or Bergamascan, we don't know.
And slowly built up my ability to speak Italian.
Yeah, it's good.
Do we enjoy watching YouTube and not just creating YouTube videos? Yes,
Yeah.
we are YouTube junkies.
We love YouTube.
We watch way too much YouTube. I really should spend less time watching YouTube. No, let us know who you guys enjoy watching. For us, of course, we love watching the newbies. They're our close friends. It's rare that I miss an episode. We love Max and Aki. Love Eamon and Beck. Who else? Oh, Van Wives.
Yeah.
What Van Wives is doing right now, I'm so jealous of. They're building in Mexico, and every time I watch their videos, I'm like, I wish I could
love
jump
Mexico.
in and like join this crew. We've been to Mexico so many times, and every time I'm there, I'm like looking at crews being like, I love the way they do it. I wish I could jump in with them.
I think Costa Rica will be similar, probably,
very similar.
to the Mexican way of doing things.
How they do things construction-wise is almost identical to Mexico. Yeah, anyway, super jealous of what they're doing, which if you happen to watch, give me an invite. Like, I'll come over. I'll mix concrete. That looks.
We'll come help you.
Come on, it'll be fun.
I want to go to Baja. That sounds fun.
All right, is our hot water working finally? Is the rest of the plumbing working? Yes and no.
So the hot water is working, which is great.
Most of the time.
But the plumbing we still have a lot of issues with the plumbing. The bathtub does not work. Like, it will not fill the bathtub with water, the faucet.
Yeah, when the plumber put the pipe in, he put a kink in the pipe, and then some concrete dropped inside of the pipe as well. That concrete worked its way into the faucet, I guess.
Yeah, it's the faucet.
And it's actually gotten worse. Now
Yeah.
it barely drips out of
Yeah.
it, where before at least some water came out.
I do have a really funny way of filling up the tub with a really long pipe coming from the shower. So occasionally when I really want a bath, I can get it done. But we might have to...
We're gonna have to jackhammer
jackhammer
up the floor
Yeah.
and redo that pipe. Unfortunately, and it's not a priority. I'm sure
Yeah.
you'd wish it was a priority.
Like I said, I have my makeshift system, so I can technically take a bath. It's just a lot of effort.
Yeah, there's other things too, like our chimney was done wrong.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to redo the chimney eventually.
Is that plumbing?
It is actually the plumber's job, yeah, in Italy for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand why. Hot water, we've learned over time it loses pressure and then it won't ignite the gas because it's heated by gas.
Yeah.
So every like 6 months or so we have to repressurize it. So to me that means there's a leak somewhere that's just really slow because it's losing pressure.
Oh, okay.
But there's not much we can do about it, to be honest. Why is the property always such a mess? Rude.
It's true, though. It
It's
is always
very
a mess.
Because we hate cleaning, and
Yeah.
so does every person who
Yeah.
works on this site hates cleaning.
Yeah.
There's actually this really weird thing, I don't know if it's all of Italy or just this area, where the individual trades don't actually clean up after themselves. Like
They'll
they
leave
literally-
materials and things behind,
They're like,
which is
it's
weird.
not my job. That's your job as the homeowner to clean up after me, which is really weird. I'm not complaining here. I'm not gonna be a little bit on some people. That's just culturally how it's done. For
Yeah.
example, like when we did the drywall, we hired a crew to do the entire drywall setup, and this entire balcony was filled with truckloads of drywall
crazy.
scrap. That's just a part of doing drywall.
Crazy.
And I was like, hey.
Are you going to remove
like,
that?
like, can you come and remove all of the scrap? And they're like, oh, that's not our job.
Well, and it's hard to like figure out how to dispose of that stuff properly too. So that's like a big problem.
In Italy, everything that you dispose of is highly regulated.
Yeah.
Even things like drywall, you cannot take them to the dump or the landfill. So they're like, well, it's not our job because it's hard, is the answer. So it's all put on the homeowner to figure out, which is difficult, tricky, expensive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what a lot of people end up doing is they dig a hole and they bury it.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. We're still working on how to properly dispose of everything. You know what I'm really excited about?
Instead of the
when
outside.
I toured construction sites in Costa Rica, every single construction site had a dedicated person cleaning nonstop the entire time.
That's awesome.
That makes me really
Excited.
happy.
I do have to say that my favorite construction worker that is the one that cleans up after himself the most is your dad.
Well, he only does that at our house.
Just
He
for
doesn't-
me.
He doesn't do that at his house.
But he is the best. He always clean up after himself.
It's just for you.
It's just for me.
How much concrete have we mixed by hand? A lot.
Too much.
We can't get concrete trucks here.
No.
We've mixed, I have no idea, at least a dozen concrete trucks full.
Oh my goodness.
Just by hand.
I feel like that's all we've really ever done over the last few years is just
it's
concrete. Mixed
idiotic.
concrete.
How did you guys meet?
I feel like we've answered this before,
Have we?
but I don't know. So there's a long version and a short version.
Short version.
The short version is that we met in college. That's really it. We met in college. Brady fell in love with me.
There was a little bit of a stalking
The
situation
moment
going
that he
on.
saw me, he knew he wanted to marry me, and it took me about a year of us being friends to say, okay.
It was your bubbly personality and your laugh that I fell in love
Thank you.
with.
Aw. I fell in love with your persistence. He never gives up on anything, and I loved
Including
including pursuing
you.
me. But I had never
She-
really been pursued like that before by anyone, and that was amazing.
She never fell in love with me. She just finally gave up and gave in.
Stop it!
It's true.
Now I love you more than you love me. I think it's flipped now. You know.
Here's one. How often do we argue as a couple, considering we work together and spend all day together?
Like
we don't-
normal
We don't
people.
argue. You can't argue with this. It's like, of course
So,
I'm always right, but
Of course, Brady always thinks that he's right about everything. That is the biggest issue we have in our marriage. No, I mean we argue like normal people do. I don't know what a normal amount of arguing it is. Of course, we argue sometimes, but the thing that I think that we do well is we get over it fast. So we have our moments, and then we know how to communicate really well because we do spend so much time together. You don't agree with me?
That's not true. I don't get over things fast. When are you gonna rest and enjoy your life? I don't know. I don't even know why that's a question.
I think
Like,
it's all about balance, right?
yeah, I feel like we love what we do, and it brings us a lot of joy to work hard, and we do rest and enjoy life. It's just we don't film ourselves doing that.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons that maybe it appears that we are only working or you're only working is that that's all that's shown on our videos is really, really working hard. But we do really try to balance that out and do things as a family and enjoy our time together. That's, when all of this whole YouTube thing started years and years ago, is because we wanted to spend more time together as a family and do more things together. And sometimes we fail at that, and I think we're finding a good balance now.
Speaking of which, we're going to go hiking.
Yes, we are. I'm
So
excited.
I think we'll leave that here. I hope you found that at least interesting. Please be nice to me in the comments. I know you now think I'm a terrible person.
Yeah. You tell him all the nice things he should do for me because I birthed his children, you know?
Anyways, we could not be more grateful to have you here supporting us. Thank you for watching and following along. We're going to have that really fun travel video out on Saturday the 20th, and then another video shortly following after that. But thank you so much, and we will see you next week.